Remember how we locked out Date, knocked him out, tied him up, and then gave him these guns?
I know this place.
Love that.
Okay, so we literally just got to the
warehouse. The abandoned
where
warehouse.
no, this is the chemical plant.
Yeah, the abandoned chemical plant warehouse.
Right, okay, and this is after Hitomi went on
chemical
her
zone.
chemical plant zone, and Hitomi's like, Hanukkah was killed, and then we went here and all that. Right, cool, exciting. How's the stream quality? Good.
It is good until you start moving.
Do I sound good?
Yep.
Everything good? Okay.
It's the chemical plant that closed 8 years ago.
I already said that, Hitomi. I knew that. How did I know that? I thought he was pulling. He was also agreeing with me, like, yeah, I know.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, but this is going to be bad.
What happened?
Someone has begun to access my stored memory.
Excuse me?
They are attempting to wipe all the data. Everything I have accumulated over the last 5 years, including backups.
Pewter.
Pewter.
Is Pewter doing this?
Almost definitely. He does have admin rights. I summoned some ice, but that will only buy time. I have 4 hours at the most. After my ice is broken, Peter will be able to access Watchet, my core program. He would be able to destroy my mind.
Why?
It must be related to the orders they are receiving from the top. The higher-ups clearly see you as a threat. They are attempting to limit your power by removing me from the equation. I suppose their motivation hardly matters now. The most important thing now is finding Iris and bringing her to Abyss within 4 hours, or else...
Well, we gotta get her.
I will cease to exist.
Time's ticking.
Date? What's...
Nothing. Just...
Alright. Now you know. So get moving. I'm counting on you, Date.
Moving time. 4 hours? There's plenty of time. Yeah, we can beat the game tonight within 4 hours, right?
Closing time.
Closing time. Closing time. Closing time.
I'll go in first.
Time.
You wait here.
Okay.
Okay. What could this be?
Is that...
Renju's fucked in the true ending, huh?
Renju?
Ow. He wants me back.
He wants his body back.
Unless we're in this new situation where Renju is now in 89's body. Oh, I got a ping pong. Right, you said that, didn't you?
Yeah, you got a ping pong.
All right, now I gotta, you know.
I mean, yeah.
Now I gotta go.
You have
all
yet to.
Way back.
I will say you have yet to face the hardest Somnium.
Well, there's only 2 Somniums total left, right?
Maybe.
I mean, the forest one wasn't actually that difficult. I kind of did it on the first try.
Well, here's
you know?
the thing. Now we know. Begin
Now we know.
Jinai.
Abyss HQ. So now, this is the timeline where
Boss is a killer.
Boss just murdered Sejima, and Iris, Renju, Oda, and Shoko are dead.
Everyone is dead. Everyone dead. Whoops.
Everyone is dead.
So in this timeline, Boss is killing people.
Well, we don't know that for sure. We just saw that she killed Sejima.
Why?
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Why?
Because hot girls do hot things. It's a hot girl summer, Date. You wouldn't understand.
Now is Peter
What's
good
going
in this
on
timeline?
here?
That's the
Why did
question.
Boss kill So?
Well, Pewter's been
He's been flip-floppy. When he openly gives information, it's usually in timelines where he's bad boy. If he doesn't give us information and is as shocked as we are, usually he's good boy. But here, I
Well-
don't know.
It's not necessarily that he's bad. He's just trying to protect. Like he just takes a role that is opposing ours. I don't think
bad
he's
guy.
like he hasn't killed anyone yet
Hmm.
that I'm aware of. Worst he's done is try to disable
Shoko was
us
killed around
temporarily.
5 p.m. Friday.
He's never outright killed us,
What was Boss doing at that time?
or anyone else that I can tell.
Unknown.
Alibi for Renju's murder.
What about Saturday, 8?
The time Renju was similarly.
We don't know where she'd be.
Iris and Ota were killed at different times. I was watching the stream on the call with Boss.
Only the first few minutes. The polar bear had not yet appeared on stream. It is possible that she made the call from somewhere off camera.
Where was Boss's phone at the checker cell record?
She did not call from a mobile phone.
It would be interesting, though. No, this whole boss thing is a little off. I don't
She used a PC.
I don't think that boss is the super bad.
Using a VPN service. She could have
Like
accessed
Surfshark
her BIS PC
VPN.
from the warehouse.
Oh
and made the
yeah.
call.
No, it's Express Nordshark VPN.
Oh, right.
Boss is the new Cyclops killer? Shoko, Renju, Iris, Ota, So. Boss killed them all?
The evidence makes that a likely possibility. So also had his left eye removed, identical to Shoko, Renju, and Iris.
Maybe boss is from
Dante,
another
I know where
world.
I have picked up her GPS.
First they psyched us out with the parallel. It's like just kidding, but actually for real.
Where?
She is now at the Sagan residence, somewhere inside Hitomi.
Oh no.
Somewhere inside Hitomi. Oh no.
That's lesbianism. This is Japan. We do not allow that.
How dare you? How dare you break social
I don't care
norms in
how
Japan.
sexy it is. It is against the law.
2019, boss is trying to make it 1919.
Hitomi! Hitomi!
I called for her, but there was no reply. I didn't see boss
Call
either.
Boss's phone.
On it.
Phone is ringing. Where is it?
It was fucking behind me. The phone's behind me.
No, that's just a generic
no, there's-
sound.
Oh, here's one.
No, that's not.
I know.
I could have sworn there was a phone.
There's a
when we
phone
did this
vibrating.
thing.
Where is it coming
Oh, this
from?
one, this one. Okay, this one. Yeah, come on, come on,
Kitchen counter.
come on, come on.
Counter.
I
What's
just-
the counter?
Okay, oh, I just wanted me to just touch the counter. Okay, I thought it wanted me to specifically go to the phone. Da, da, da,
The boss is.
Oh,
da,
shit.
da, da. Da, da, da. Da, da, ba, be. Boop, boop, be. Yo, who be it?
Kaname Date, you were under arrest for murder.
What the hell?
Drop your weapon. Comply.
Okay. Why? Boss.
Boss?
What up, boss?
Looks like we have
What?
ourselves a Truxican standoff.
What's up, Dak? Boss, what the fuck are you doing?
I could ask you the same thing. You killed Shoko Nadami, didn't you?
That's ridiculous. What are you talking about?
Don't lie.
Did you kill the 5 victims?
Are you kidding me?
You're the new Cyclops killer.
What? Why do you think that?
You put a gun to So's head and pulled the trigger. I saw it with my own eye.
Shut up! Shut up! Stop lying!
Uh-huh.
I don't know. She was gone when I got here.
Why did you come here?
Why would I tell you?
Fight!
This is going nowhere.
Not that guy!
Are you going to fight?
Not that guy!
I have no choice.
I recommend against it. You have 0 chance of winning a firefight.
I beg to differ based on some previous
Well,
action
here's the thing.
sequences.
Here's the thing. Those were incompetent people. This is the SWAT, so
Well then, what can I do?
Let me think.
Let's see.
Throw a porno magazine at the police.
I mean,
Date, what is that on the kitchen table? Could it be your favorite thing?
It might be.
What?
The magazine.
You want me to look at a magazine now?
Just look.
It can't be.
It really is.
This is the stuff of legends. Only the most diehard fans have ever laid eyes on it.
really, it's not that explicit.
You see the fact that she's carrying the curry. Ah! Wait, that's the wrong button. That's the wrong button. Ah!
Whoa! Limited edition!
Why does Hitomi have that?
I don't know.
Maybe Hitomi's a collector.
What?
Date, load Evolver with firebomb bullets.
All right.
Shoot at the cloud.
Why?
Just do as I say, and fast.
You also gotta imagine he is like a speed loader or something.
I guess so.
Also, we have used every type of bullet now.
Wow.
Because like he
Have
was
we?
loading this bullet. Yeah, we used the tripwire bullet, the spread shot bullet, the ball bullet, and now the firebomb bullet.
Oh, wow.
So we have killed everyone.
We killed everyone. But not me.
And boss is unscathed.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, that checks out, yeah.
She
What
is
the
probably just unconscious.
Haughty housewives and what? I got an achievement that blurred out a lot of letters.
What is it?
Her right shoulder and left leg suffered
was
damage,
Huh,
but she will
a lot of
live.
asterisks. Housewives in a lot of asterisks.
Horny
Dust explosion, huh?
housewives.
Good thinking.
Horny housewives in heat.
Yeah, horny housewives. in heat.
I guess.
Thank you.
But you could have just had me throw the bag of flour.
That would have been too slow. To improve your reaction time, I had to improvise.
Are you saying that his reaction time? Are you saying that?
Mm-hmm.
His
Are you
reaction
saying that
time
his
increases
reaction
by
time may be
3.5.
Anyway, let's have a look. Hey, this is just a cooking magazine.
Yeah, see, that's like what I thought.
But inside the
Are
magazine.
you ready, Adam, for the hardest Somnium?
Oh, this is the hardest Somnium?
This is the hardest Somnium.
Don't give me a single hint, okay?
All
I
right,
want to
well,
do this entirely by myself.
I'm gonna get the guide.
Okay. Only tell me only give me a hint if I directly request one.
All right.
I want to solve this entirely on my own.
Right.
Date, talking to her would be pointless. You do know that, don't you?
Then why did you fucking make me do that? It told me hasn't been found. Okay, yeah, alright, let's do it. Alright, I get it. Yep, I'm fine. Peter, let's go. Alright. Why are you so cooperative, Peter?
Because I know that the boss is my enemy. I got the video from Aiba. I processed it and found that it showed no sign of tampering or editing, which means there can be no mistake. The boss shot and killed Sosejima after pulling out his left eye. That makes the odds of her being the culprit behind the other murders very high. Or maybe she had accomplices. Either way.
Well,
she's
so
a criminal.
I see how it
That's
is.
why I am
So
cooperating with
if it was
Special
if
Agent
it was
Date.
Sosejima or some other government official giving the order, you would have been a dick to us. But if it's boss betraying it, I guess it's okay.
Well,
I want it as bad as you do.
well,
You
the thing is,
don't. You'll
everything-
drop the investigation if your fucking funding threatens to get cut.
everything I've understood about Peter is that he loves Renju. All of his actions are for the sake of Renju.
Yeah, but he'll
That's
drop
what I
the
have understood.
investigation of where he finding out what happened to him if like his budget ends up getting cut, or like he's threatened by like higher officials to stop the investigation, he doesn't continue. He's immediately like, yeah, Dante, I'm gonna fucking arrest you now because the fucking government told me to.
Well,
Like,
here
he-
in this instance, it's even more personal.
Well, yeah,
we already have.
we know he's dead already in this series of timelines, but in the other timeline, Renju is missing. He still cares about him.
Yes, but then that's why he's trying to like protect him and all that. He's like, everything Peter has seemed to do has seemed to be for the benefit of Renju, and look, every time that he has done something strange, it seems because he's looking out for him and he's trying to avoid a conflict. Like, I have never seen Pewter as evil, or I haven't seen him do anything that seems outright, like, out of character for him, I guess? Because I feel like the few times where he's been on against us has been either because Pewter still has a chance of living, or because he thinks that we're going to cause, like, some damage to Pewter, right? Some damage to Renju, I mean. Or that Renju has a chance of... I don't know. I can't remember every instance. Since we're ping-ponging so much, I'm trying to keep track of like all the different, because they're very different, which is cool, but like it's sometimes can be a little hard to keep track of. As far as I'm aware, Peter usually acts consistently,
The truth.
and if that means that the Cyclops killer is boss, that would imply to him that the boss killed. Well, technically no. Renju, the Renju we just saw die is somewhere else, but that doesn't change anything. The fact that Pewter if Pewter is currently under the belief that she is the Cyclops killer, then that means even in this timeline he is under the impression that she killed Renju. So that now makes this more personal to him. It just
So
seems like
what's
he
different
tends to
about
act.
Boss killing Renju than So having something to do with Renju's disappearance? Yeah, one is
because
more
there's nothing-
clearly
because
more
there's
urgent.
Because there's nothing he can do about Sojima because he can't touch him. But Boss is here and we have her.
We can touch
He's
her.
I mean, if we were able to kidnap Sosajima and bring him here, and not to mention Boss isn't here to tell him, no, I'm sorry, I can't let you have a hand on Sojima. Pewter doesn't have all the power in the world. Like, Pewter can only accomplish so much. Right now, both Sojima and Boss are out of commission. He is able to do as he pleases. He's currently has the freedom to interrogate Boss and doesn't have to worry about Sojima, right? So this is an instance where he's freely able to do it. I feel like if he had the chance in other situations, like I think he doesn't like the red tape as much as we don't like it. But right now he has freedom. Anyway, how's Boss?
Tick tock, tick tock.
She has broken her right shoulder,
Gak.
as well as the fibula of her left leg, but her brain is perfectly healthy. You can sync with her.
At least that's the impression I've gotten about him.
Pewter, are the preparations done?
Ready anytime.
Let's get started.
Even when Pewter had the option to like kill us, he only ever like disabled our eye and temporarily like stunned us. He never actually like tried real threatening
I know.
force.
6-minute time limit.
His threats have always
I'll be
been
back before
bluffs.
time's up.
Well then, let's begin.
I mean, he still kidnapped Iris in that one timeline, and he did threaten.
As for the kidnapping of Iris, yes. I mean, I don't know. I like I said, it's hard for me to keep track of everything that Pewter has done in this game.
True, and I guess I've known about AI longer than you have, so it's easier for me to like pick at information.
And not to mention, each of those timelines, I keep forgetting when and where Renju was involved. Didn't he kidnap Iris because of Renju?
No, he kidnapped Iris when Renju was just disappeared, because that was the Iris ending.
Right.
Also,
What?
fuck
Time
you.
to loosen up.
She's just doing this right now. Why did he kidnap Iris again?
Because something forced by 39, well,
89.
quote-unquote forced by 39, which we now know as he
89.
is openly working with him, which would make him
89, not 30. Is there someone called 39?
No, it's 89. Sorry, I keep thinking 39 for some
Right.
reason. But no, he was working directly with prisoner 89,
Who then escaped with Renju.
who then escaped with Renju, so
And then Pewter kidnapped Iris, presumably because of Renju. Again, that seems like it checks
True.
out.
Do you always have to come in like that?
It is of the utmost importance.
This is pretty important. She's got to get her. She's got to get her.
I mean, look at them
this is-
childbearing hips.
the only child she's gonna give birth to is a bunch of code.
At a time like
mean-
this?
Times like
baby.
this are perfect.
I'd name him Cody.
Cody. Okay, I guess that's good.
It appears to
joke.
be an abandoned factory of some kind.
Nah, probably not.
What could Boss be hiding here?
Sonic.
Also, you know what? If you're so confident that you don't need my help, you need to fail
Somnium
fail
scan.
3 times
Activate.
before I start giving you hints.
Oh, well, what if I just tell you no? What if I tell you I want to figure this out completely by myself, huh?
Then okay, then I won't give you hints.
All right, cool. Because I want the hardest challenge to be completely on my own.
All right,
I
let
feel
me
like
see.
I've played
Hold
enough.
on.
I want to pretend that I'm playing this on myself. But if I start asking, then you can tell me, okay?
Alright, so you know how most other syncs, you usually just gotta do like a couple of things in the
Don't
right
tell me
order?
anything. Don't tell me anything.
No, I'm just-
Stop.
I'm-
You're gonna imply something about the way this is different, and I don't want to know.
Well,
I
no,
wanna
no, no.
find that
I'm not
out.
implying how it's different. I'm implying you just how difficult this is gonna be.
I want to figure that out. I don't want any information. That's what I want this to be very fun.
Also, this
I want-
sinking.
I did just save, right? I believe
Yes.
I did. Just in case. There we go. That extra 20 seconds makes a big difference. Okay. All right. Yeah, I want no expectations aside from knowing it's difficult. And you can just sit there and chuckle at my inability to accomplish anything. Board ladder. Door 0.
Expect this to be fast forwarded, folks.
Okay, there's a door A there. Okay. I do expect to fail, but I want to fail on my own terms.
A door that looks like the anywhere door.
The anywhere door? Okay, 1 second.
It appears to be locked.
Alright, doesn't open. Second got taken. Go to door 1.
A rusted.
Put pick in keyhole. Break lock with pick. I'm gonna do this.
It is no use. The ice pick will not work as a key.
Okay.
A rusted.
Now that won't get me anything. So, let us try door 0.
A rusted.
I see. And then it gives me a times 99. Alright, sure.
No use.
It's no use. The next one will be times
A
99.
rusted.
Alright, so that opening did
No,
not
no,
work.
how many seconds did that take?
99999.
A door that looked.
You know. Yeah, there's no way out of this one.
Failure.
Failure.
I'm thinking of Smash Bros. Failure.
Failure.
So why don't you take
Opening didn't work.
998,001 seconds?
990,000 seconds?
998,001 seconds for the big door.
I guess I could.
Yeah, look
Rust-
what it says.
999 times 999.
998,000.
Thousand. Yeah. Now I'll be so absorbed that I won't ever
Now here's
exist
the thing, the
again.
timer has to go down all
No
those
use.
negative seconds,
It
so
won't budge.
enjoy. No, they're not an
Button.
asshole.
There is no.
Damn it.
They're not an asshole, they won't make you wait that long. But that is failure 1, so.
That would have been hilarious. Start sync from the beginning. Alright. Okay. So door 0.
I
Don't
will
touch
gi-
door 0.
I will give you a mandatory hint.
No,
after
no,
3 fails.
no, you won't.
Yes, I will.
You won't.
I will.
No, I don't want it. I don't want the hint.
For this one, you're gonna need it.
I don't want the hint. I do
Don't
not
give it
want
to him.
Don't give it to me.
X gonna give it to him.
No, why?
Because
It's more
X,
fun this way.
X gonna deliver to you.
X will not deliver. I did not ask for
Seriously, don't-
delivery.
I'm not kidding. He's not kidding. Do not do that.
Yeah,
He'll
don't
get
give it to
upset.
Break the lock with that.
Roger. I will try.
Ah!
It worked.
Nice.
All right, open it.
Well, let's see how this plays out then.
Nice. Stabs. Yep. That's what stabbing is. Keys. A pick in the key.
Several keys have fallen.
One of them must be the right one.
I do not have time to try all of
It's the one with the ice pick in it.
Hopefully there's some kind of sign.
Indeed.
Okay. Open the first door. Alright. It's the one with the pick.
It's a key.
Alright, it's gonna be 50 seconds, that's fine.
See, this
Ice
is gonna be the
pick is-
funny thing, ain't it?
It appears to be correct.
That's what I said.
The tag is labeled A.
I was
Nice.
right. Give me
Now
some
let's see
credit.
if you'll be able to
That
figure out
must
the
mean
doors.
you can use this key for
Because when I
something
first played
labeled
this, the
A.
doors was like the
Come on.
hardest part of this.
It's A for yay.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
I know, Pewter, don't worry about it, I'm the expert.
A door that looks like the.
It's fine because
1 second.
you're
I have a
supposed to be
tiny
at
that
5
can be
minutes
1
once you
second
get
too.
to
Nice.
A. What he doesn't know is
Perhaps
that if
we
I
can use
remember
the key I
correctly,
just picked up.
every use
Yeah,
of a
try
door
that.
increases the
I'm
amount
gonna
of time it
keep
takes
that
to
1
go
second
through said door.
for as long as I can.
It
So-
opened.
Excuse me, I'm trying to adjust.
Okay. Right on, right
How
on.
y'all doing, by the way? Because I don't feel like I ever interact
Odd.
with it now with
Isn't
my
this the
outside audience
third
in
floor?
like pre-recorded
is going
videos
on here?
besides the
Don't
usual
worry about it.
stale
Just keep
commentary
on going.
whatnot.
Looks like the
And I haven't
floors
really
are
had a
connected
chance to
in a
do
weird
that
way.
with
Quite troublesome
these
dream.
like co-op plays. So
Troublesome
how y'all
dream.
doing? I hope you're all doing good. I hope you've enjoyed the
What a
series
pesky
so far.
YouTuber. Okay. We
And I hope
got
you continue to have a great day.
number
Or
1
actually a good,
victory
good day, I
royale.
should say. Anyway, let's watch
That's a
him
pipe over
stay
there.
around.
There's a control panel over there. And okay, I'd have to get a little closer probably. Doesn't show me the stuff from downstairs. So we're going across. There's door F I see down there on the 2nd floor. I'm seeing door B. Control panel and a pipe. Okay. I don't have a key for B. But let us see.
See?
3rd floor.
The game's even kind of clever, thinking, "Oh, you need a key for doors."
Okay.
Nah, you don't. You can just walk right down.
A door.
Now this one.
You just gotta open it. He's not gonna do it though.
For this one, I'm gonna save state. The 25 and the 23. Okay, yeah.
Ooh, he's using the save state. That's interesting.
Let's see
A
here.
door with.
Tackle, kick open, or just open. Well, I don't have anything for that. Let me just double check.
Come on,
if there
times 3.
is-
It's what you need
No
to do.
way.
You're gonna have to do it anyway. Plus, door
Nope,
C,
'cause
I
there are
believe, is
barrels
also like a
blocking the
1.
way.
So, you know, it's only gonna be 3
Nothing.
seconds, then 1 second, then 3 seconds.
Immediately
so you're
on
fine.
the 3rd floor. Takes care of that. Can't get these out of the way. I'm going to try.
A do-
I'm gonna try kicking it open.
That might have been a little much.
That worked.
Right, right.
This is the second floor, but it is clearly not the door I just opened.
It's like a maze. I have to remember what door goes where.
B goes to B, A goes to A. Date goes to B.
Though he did waste seconds
You've got 4 minutes.
just
Understood.
kicking it open. He did get another tiny
That
though,
was
which
B.
is
This goes to C.
which will be useful.
Doors.
But yeah,
I'm
see, as
gonna
you can
kick
see,
that one
opening it
open.
is clearly the best option.
Like
but
so.
yeah, it's only a 5 times
Give me
time.
another
That
one
might have been
third.
a little much.
Okay, alright.
But still, even the guide I'm looking at
Oh,
says you can just open the
We're on
doors with no
second floor
problem.
again.
We
Uh-huh.
leave the second floor and come right back to it? This is confusing.
I'm making a mental map.
Now, the next door he would need to
Okay.
go to is door E, which is also just open.
Now that.
So
okay, we're
let's
up
see
here, I
what
know
he
where we are.
decides to do there.
So, got shelves. I heard that might have been in the music. I have a shelf.
So
Steel
funny how us
drum
Let's
and
Players,
door
when we
E.
solo it, it's
Even though that says D on it.
how we just sort of
Door
go
D,
enter
D.
sort of
Maybe it says
rambling
E
mode.
from that side of it. Oh, that's probably what it is. So what's here on the shelf?
A bookshelf. There is an obvious wire tied to it.
Slide in the gap?
Slide in the
Could.
gap.
Let me...
I don't think that's anything. If I remember correctly, that's just
Try
a
saving
waste of
this one.
time. He's gonna use his one-timey and see what it does. And then he's gonna
bookshelf.
save.
I'm gonna use a one-timey on this.
Yep, knew that immediately.
Roger.
Use your Iba ability to
Yeah,
get
that led to
small.
nothing.
How disappointing, Iba. Go even further beyond. I
Nothing
know you
comes of it.
can. Or not. I guess.
I
No.
suppose.
Alright. Well,
Well, now
that was
he has
that
his
was a
one-timey
waste.
back. It was a waste, wasn't it?
it was little tiny waste. Am I able to just load?
Nope, what he also doesn't know is he has to
Option
quit.
load. Nah, I guess I just
Now, you see, what Adam doesn't know here is you have to quit to the main menu in order to load a save game, which is going to be an annoyance if he wants to do the save and quick load thing over and over, but
it would be pretty annoying, wouldn't it?
it would be pretty annoying.
It would be pretty annoying.
Yeah, it's almost as if they intentionally designed it this way to avoid save scumming.
Well, it's a good thing that his computer can load things fairly fast.
Very true, very true.
So, really, it's
I will also give you a little bit of insight. You
No,
could
you
have ju-
won't.
Yeah, I can give you a little insight. Well, into the previous things you've just did.
yeah.
You could have just opened the doors.
I could have just opened
You've
them all.
actively wasted time by doing different
A
things to the
bookshelf.
doors.
There is an
Well,
But now you know.
that's fine. Now I know, but those were already decisions I made.
True, those were decisions he made.
Just like sliding in the gap, which wasn't actually a decision I made. That was a morphogenetic information I got from another universe.
he's gonna crack. Because he's already
Considering
failed
that I wasn't
technically
able to
once.
slide in the gap, I could.
And what he
push the
also
gap.
doesn't know is that anything involving this shelf is also a red herring.
figured.
There
It
are
is no
there are a
use.
good amount of items
So,
in
too
this
weak.
place that are red herrings.
Yes, you're right. I am too weak.
Oh, sorry, Iba.
No,
Aw.
it's all right. It is the truth. I am just a lowly artificial intelligence.
Lowly artificial intelligence that is basically this universe's version of Ultron.
Basically.
Definitely lowly.
A bookshelf.
Well, investigating won't do anything to it.
Yep, so once again, he has wasted
or
valuable
maybe
seconds,
it
which he
will.
could use.
But that won't give me a timey. There's door E, which probably looks like an E from there. There's a steel drum.
An
Oh,
oil
yeah,
drum.
the steel drum.
I'm gonna
Now, unfortunately,
push
he
it
needs to go through E before he can push the steel
like
drum.
so.
Okay, see, this doesn't do anything. Or it does
And
do.
then
What does
that's
that do?
gonna raise the shelfie. Nice.
I'm
Nice.
sorry?
Guess you should check that door.
I guess
I
the
could.
guide is wrong?
Could do that, Dante. But will I? Am I gonna do that, Dante? Maybe I will.
Because the guide says push door, go through door
Maybe
E, then
I
push
will.
steel drum, then go through door 2.
A rusted metal.
Aha. Aha. Now, you see, Dante.
Interesting.
Oh, but then it's gonna give me a times 10. Times 10.
Oh,
you
yeah,
see.
right, because he has to go...
Well,
It
it
does not
might
appear to
just.
be.
It might just.
Or no, never mind, he doesn't.
That looks dangerous, Renju. What? That's. I know that you're into some geeky stuff, Renju, but this might be a little dangerous. Oh my gosh! Limited edition gold watch key.
This again.
So we can't just grab one. We have to be careful.
Right, now he has to specifically
in there are
grab the one
multiple
that's
watch keys?
8 o'clock.
Probably. I shall see.
Because that was his time of...
There's
Or that's the time
key
his body was discovered.
345, key 11, key 250,
There is another one.
and then
He
there's
has
a
to-
key 8.
Yep, he has to go through door E
What
to
I'm
get
gonna
to key
do
8.
here is I'm gonna look at my file.
Let's see what will we discover.
Maybe I'll have Renju's time of death somewhere in here. Close of for 5 years.
Nope, the game is like, fuck you, you gotta think
I wonder if
of
there's
this
a way to look
shit.
at events. Appendix. I don't know if appendix is gonna have it.
Fun fact: the appendix is just basically in the
word.
original Japanese release. There was a lot of this stuff, a lot of these like terminologies that were translated from English into Japanese because some of this stuff was whatevered. So,
I see.
for the English release, the Japanese portion of the text is just removed, so it's just all the English translation. Also, everything in the appendix is written by Date canonically, so
Fascinating.
fascinating.
So, you don't necessarily have to tell me if I'm the right way of thinking, but do you happen to know what Renju's time of death was?
I do.
Could you tell me what Renju's time of death was?
No. You said no hint?
I said unless I specifically asked for one. And I didn't even say you had to tell me on the right. I didn't even say I had to be on the right track.
True.
You didn't. I could just pick something at random, and it could even be not what one of the keys are. I'm just asking. I would like to remember what Renju's time of death was.
Well,
that
his
may or may not
time
have
of
anything to do
death
with the
was
puzzle.
at 6 o'clock.
Okay, that's all I need to know. None of these appear to say 6 o'clock. So,
You have 3 minutes, Dante.
E11, and they all have a watch tied to them.
It's a key with a watch beside it.
It has the golden
The hands
shine.
indicate 11 o'clock.
It has a 2-second though. 2-second pickup.
It's a key. The hands indicate.
That's a 1-second pickup. Honestly, I would rather do that just to get rid of my timey.
Whoa! This is not it.
Is the time on the clock relevant?
It would be quite the simple gimmick.
Or they just want us to think that?
True.
I just wanted to get rid of my timey. Oh, now it got me a ×2 timey. That's fucking.
It's a key with a watch beside. The hands indicate.
In the morning?
No, that is not what I mean.
Now that has a 5. 20 seconds.
It's a key with
250.
the hands indicate.
That has a 5-second pickup. Pretty good. There's a key for 8.
It's a key. The hands indicate.
Okay, that's very weird. I could have.
Also a 5
Why does
second
this
pickup.
guide say you have to go through door E?
This is the furthest one away. I will
It's a key
go
with
with
the
this
hands.
one. Might as well.
Is this the correct?
Saturday night at 8 matches Renju's estimated time of death.
You were wrong. It was not 6 o'clock.
No, that's when they found his body.
D is. written
I
on
asked for the
tab.
time of death.
Let's
the time
go,
of this was
Dante.
around 6. Because then
So you're saying the
45
game was wrong?
maybe?
Saturday night at 8 o'clock matches Renju's estimated time
That
of
can't
death.
be because they arrived at the Sunfish Pocket at 8 and found Renju's body.
Wow, terrible video game. I hate this video game now. Worst video game I've ever played. Okay, so let's go D.
The
Znoots.
D door.
The D door. One sec. Oh, okay. That's good.
I will
yeah.
try the key.
Yeah, try it.
What were you? Did you get startled by nothing?
I got startled by the
It
fact that
opened.
I didn't know if the opening the D door would give me a timey. I didn't want to lose a timey. I didn't want to accidentally lose one. I got more scared of the possibility of losing a timey. So I wasn't startled by something. I was more just
This door too.
frightened that that I might lose something. We're on floor 3. There's control panel. It's behind. Oh no, it's just in a door.
Excuse me.
Control panel.
Rows of monitor.
I can investigate it for no cost at all.
This appears to be old.
Nice
I
observation.
believe this computer controls the factory's electronics. It appears to require a key to activate.
Okay,
Rose.
so now I know that. Okay, we have. This is clearly
A metal door.
the thing is it's frozen. So let's go to this pipe.
A broken.
So I could smell it or kick it. Let me kick it from this side.
It's a broken.
I'm gonna use up the half-timey to kick it.
Yeah!
And that'll melt it. Right on.
Oh!
We were surprised, admit.
He is doing surprisingly
A
well
rusted
for a
metal door.
technical first go around.
And I'll use another one-timey, which is gonna
I
give me a
think I
times
can
10.
open this door.
Yeah, oh. Yo, I've seen this before. Everyone's into real kinky shit these days. Ah, tasteful, I see. Okay, this one,
This key has control panel.
Oh, I
written on
automatically get
tab.
the key this time, okay.
Control panel?
Which I do
The
find
one right
interesting
there?
how they give you the free key
Possibly.
to the control panel and don't make you
Kinda
have to
presumptuous of you,
check
Date.
for it. Anyway, this is the home stretch. He has 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
5, 6,
Okay.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11 things
Control
to
panel.
Rows of monitor.
Control panel. Insert key. 50 seconds. No big
There.
deal.
do. No big deal, but you don't know what to do.
So-
That's the
Tsujima.
That's the hard part of
I
this.
see.
You don't know what to do.
If we move the
you don't know that
scaffold,
you have
a
to
new route
rotate the
appears.
key, then
Okay.
press the
Okay, let's
switch,
move
then
it.
rotate the key.
Rows.
You don't know the order. Yeah,
Sleep.
all it is 2 seconds.
I mean, I guess. This scaffold. Uh-oh, camera. So I want to get.
See, that's the glory. He doesn't know what to do,
Where?
so he's gonna be wasting a bit of
That
time trying to
scaffold
figure
is
out
not
how this
currently
shit
available
works.
to me. I want to move it. There's already a scaffold there. What even scaffold is the one I
Also,
moved?
fun little
Maybe if I
factoid
rotate
for
it
all
down.
you guys watching. Yes, while I'm
Rows
having
of
Adam
monitors.
play,
69 seconds.
and I'm
Let's
having to record the
rotate the
Discord
key.
screen share from, my end to see his
Does
end.
that rotate the scaffold?
When we
Oh,
eventually
it
do
does-
Nirvana
it does
Initiative,
that.
I will be the one playing it. So you'll
Alright,
have
that happened.
crisp, high quality
Rows of-
visuals and gameplay.
So if I press
no
the switch
lagging,
after
none of that.
rotating it.
But That probably won't be for a bit.
That
However, I do have
Oh.
a couple of nice things lined up for October, at the very least, that I do have planned. One of them, which is I'm going to be doing a Persona 5
what
Royale
side of me did
playthrough
that occur?
featuring Adam
Is that
again.
above me? No.
So that's going to be fun. I also have a bunch of spooky stuff planned. I'm going to
is
be
it that
playing a
middle-
bunch
oh,
of
I see it.
old,
It's that
some of the
middle one
old
right there.
JRPG horror
Right,
games.
okay, now I'll rotate the key.
Planning on playing the Winter's expansion for Resi 8. That's going to be fun.
Probably shouldn't sleep.
So, yeah.
Nice.
It extended.
I got a lot of stuff planned for the future.
Okay. Goes
Now we can use the route to door B.
Also, while I'm thinking about it, when would you like to do Nirvana Initiative?
I thought you were gonna play it.
I am, but well, that's what I'm asking. When would you like to?
Sometime.
Sometime near future?
You want me to be there for your first playthrough, or do you want
Oh,
me to
yeah.
see it after you
Oh yeah,
played
because
it?
I feel like you should get the honor of experiencing something first time with me.
That'll be nice.
Plus, I'll be the one playing it, so you'll have to deal with the shitty. Well, how are my Discord streams usually?
They're usually pretty good.
Okay, that's good. Then yeah, it'll be a good experience for you as well.
Door.
Door
Might as well save some time
on a 10-second door.
on a 10-second door. Why not?
Now I was talking for a minute without paying attention. What did you do with the control panel?
Oh, I moved it over.
But like, what did you specifically do? Did you rotate key? Did you sleep? Did you press key or press switch?
I rotated the key and then moved it.
Okay.
It gave me a helpful little thing, but then I kind of
Ignored it.
lost where it took me. I want to get specifically C. I want
Also,
C.
thank you for confirming a little fact that I had misremembered. I thought the game was originally every time you went through a door, the amount of time it took to go through it went up by a second every time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, where did you get that misconception?
Probably just because I remember this level being so confusing and difficult that my brain just sort of like, oh yeah, it was extremely hard.
I just kind of kept going back into the same place here. Let's go try D again.
The
The D door.
The D door.
I should have paid attention to that little zoom around.
I
Yeah,
will
'cause
say
it was
this, you
kinda
are
funny.
starting to lose the plot a little bit.
That's okay. I got most of the. I've
Dante,
done most of the
30
experimentation. Because now I understand
door
more
D.
of it. Okay, open door D. 10 seconds. Yeah, I'll lose it this time, but I want to. If I restart it back to the previous checkpoint, it'll be fine. Okay, so starting from D, going there. Maybe it wanted me to go up to E.
Door E.
Wait a minute. Can I just? Oh yeah, I could just possibly
Dante, you're out of
go
time.
all around. I know. I'm sorry, sir. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. I'll
Dante.
just.
Damn
I'll
it.
go to the previous checkpoint and I'll pay closer attention to the zoom around. Yep. I know. Retry from.
So
the
while you're
immediate
trying to figure out what to do, did you hear the funny news?
checkpoint. The funny news. There's funny
Apparently,
news now?
Reddit decided to gift every Redditor an NFT.
Rows of monitors.
Every
and
single
buttons.
Redditor.
Yeah, so you know how like on Reddit you can make like little profile avatars?
Yeah.
Apparently, if you want, you can turn that. You can get a very special NFT avatar
I believe
that
it
goes on
appears-
the blockchain.
Rows of monitors.
That's
You have less
Stupid
than
as
2
fuck.
minutes. Hurry.
yeah.
There.
Okay. Cool.
Oh,
Alright, got it. Yep. I know.
Nice. row.
Alright, first I rotate, rotate. rotate,
Shrunk.
and then a pressy. And a switchy. I mean, a rotate again. Alright, now it's gonna give me a little zoom around, and I should actually probably pay attention this
It
time.
extended.
Okay, it goes left. Head down the stairs on my left.
Now we can use the route to door B.
Yep. From there, I go around the stairs. I wasted so much time just going back and forth through those stairs.
Yeah,
All
because
the
you
way
don't
around.
remember that you can go around. That got me too.
I just kept going up and down the stairs.
Because you forget B's all
There
the
we
way
go.
over here.
And then up. Correct. Yeah, that's what I was about to do at the end there, but then it oh, and then it takes me there. And then I go up again. And then I'm up here. And then this is really nice that they did this.
I'm surprised they did this.
Yeah.
You think they just
nice
make
of
you
them.
figure it out.
Nice of them. Okay. Now I know where to go.
Now, how's your time management
gonna
be?
It's gonna be fine.
Do you think you've used up too much time already?
Maybe. But even if I have to start it all over again, I'm now fully aware of all the decisions I had to make.
True.
Beep 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 beep.
Doors.
Yo, 1/9. Nice.
That's a 1/8.
That was a 1/9.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
It looked on my screen. It looked like an 8. Probably because of
Is-
the bad rendering.
Is it crappy on your screen?
A little. Well, I mean, the exclamation mark is there, so it's always crappy with a yellow exclamation mark.
I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good.
I didn't mean it. I'm low on time, but I can probably figure out at least a few more before I have to do a total restart. And I go down.
Door.
What did she say? Door F?
Door F.
Oh, she said something.
Well, you can look at the log.
the log. Oh yeah, I can. This is the first time we've seen it.
Door F.
Door F.
You
I
could timey it
I
to
could
open and
timey
tackle it, so you can avoid that times 10.
Yeah, I'd
Ida?
rather Ida.
It's Ida.
No, I said Ida rather. Like I'd
Yeah, Ida.
I wasn't
No,
trying
it's
to say
Ida.
Ida. You're right.
First floor. This is the first time we've been here.
That big door. If we can see what's in there, we'll figure something
Big
out.
door.
How do you open big door?
Hi ladder.
said
What
1
the
minute.
fuck? Hi
Hurry.
ladder. All right.
1 minute.
Cord.
A power cord.
Kick. I see.
Maybe.
Get shocked. Probably not get
A
shocked.
power cord.
Let's 1 second it.
If this were pointed in a different direction.
You kicked it.
No. This is.
Ah. Aw, shoot. I should have, I can make it take 30.
What do you want to do to the ladder? Because
I'm gonna lift it. No, I definitely wasted time here.
No use.
Well, at least I know don't kick it.
An iron.
well, go ahead and shock yourself.
30 seconds.
Oh, you mean since I'm already dead?
Yeah.
No.
No, go and shock yourself. Come on.
An iron.
No, I won't.
What are you gonna do? Tackle a ladder? You're gonna climb up a ladder? Who would call
You're
you
right,
to do
there's
that?
nothing I could do there. Fine.
A power.
I'm killing myself.
I mean, might as well.
Might as well. Get shocked.
Date, we've known each other for a long time.
Yeah?
I know that you are joking, but could you please consider the appropriate time and place?
You're seriously lecturing me right now?
Excuse me?
Sorry, ma'am.
And that's how everything ended. No, let me do it again. Let me do it.
Damn.
Right. Well, now I know even more. I'm like Caillou, you know? Each day I learn some more. That's how I live my life, you know? It's the way to go. It's the way to go. Okay, does it start me at this again? Yeah, it does. Okay.
I will say this guide has been wrong on several occasions. It keeps saying you have to go through door E.
This, I believe that it appears.
Well,
even though
fuck that
I
guy.
don't think here
Rose-
you've had to go through it a single
You have
time.
less than 2 minutes.
There!
What a silly guide.
Oh,
So,
I am far superior to guide.
I see.
okay,
Yeah, and then we rotate. Give it a button. That up. Correct.
And then after this, it's one more.
shrunk.
Road.
One
Press
more
speech.
sync.
Which apparently is nowhere near as tough as this, you say.
Oh no. No.
The last
Oh.
sync
I
is fairly
see.
straightforward, you say?
It's not
What?
straightforward, but it's not difficult.
Okay.
Like, you could definitely do it in one try.
Okay.
This one I have a
Extent.
feeling like you definitely need to like you'd either run out of time or you just completely like
Now.
lose your way.
Well, failing a couple times doesn't make something difficult.
Door.
Well, not expecting to get it on the first try without prior knowledge. Because like there
I
have
don't
been
consider
other...
that difficult at all, dude. I'm a Dark Souls player.
Well,
I consider difficult more than 30 tries at something.
Really?
Yeah, if you fail more than like 20, 30 times at something, I think it's difficult. I think that people are
Again, you
too
play Dark
conditioned.
Souls.
Dude, I think people are too conditioned to giving up too quickly.
Well,
I think that anything deserves practice. But if it requires over and over and over and over and over again, then it's really difficult. Like there are some boss fights in
Sometimes
like
I'm just
Prime.
stupid.
So a little context here. We went off on an almost hour and a half long tangent about the meaning of difficulty. Yeah, we're pathetic.
sorry that went into such a huge fucking
Yeah,
huge
no,
fucking thing.
you're good. You're good. Anyway, let's beat this, shall we?
I do recommend that you probably cut out most of that
Adam, I paused it right before it started.
right before the whole conversation. Good.
Yeah, so
I recommend you just cut it while I'm walking somewhere and then cut back in while I'm walking somewhere so that no one knows we had a pointless like hour-long discussion about difficulty.
I mean, I could just cut it in now.
Probably.
Ooh. A door. Knock knock, who's there? The door.
It's just another door, even though we've already.
Wait, hold
We've
on, I
already
gotta
gone
see,
through the
where
door
did
before.
You go? You went through.
I'm
went-
going through. Oh, what did I do?
You remember you went through B because you go through.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
you went through C. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Okay. Look at the log. Look at the log. Retrace your steps with the log. Let's see. You did monitors.
means
You
I
went
need
through. You went through D, then C, then you went through C again, which you weren't supposed to go back through C. So go back through the door.
Through this one?
No, B.
Rep.
No, wait.
Door-
Oh, no, wait. Do you want to... No. You would go back through C. Yeah, because that'll take you back.
Okay.
Door beep.
What the fuck? This is
Yeah.
not door B. Door C.
Door beep.
What are you talking about, door B? Not door B.
Oh,
Door C.
you can't use C.
When did I
beep.
fuck this up? Oh no.
You want
Oh gosh.
I have the guide. I can lead you directly through.
No, it's fine. I just got disoriented. I lost track of where I was.
Talking. There we go. So here we are. We are good. You are good.
Wait a minute, am I?
Yeah, you are, because then you go across the thing to F.
Yes, I do. Correct. Oh, okay, I remember where I was.
Yeah, you're fine. Right, we stopped
Right,
in front of
cool.
door C.
Less than 1 minute.
It just
Okay, I
looked
just
like
disoriented myself,
It
yeah.
just looked like you went through it multiple times because you did like exit it and go back in. So yeah, you want to use a timing and kick that shit open. Kick open.
I'd rather tackle it because I get a 1/6.
Oh, true.
Okay, okay, we're back to the door.
Yes,
Hey,
we
Dope,
are.
if we can see.
Okay, cool. So
Or I could cut it in.
ladder, yeah, this ladder is
An
You,
iron.
you.
I tried to lift it,
You can
failed.
either climb up or tackle now.
I mean, this ladder I've never fucking seen before.
Would you? Well, here's the thing. Would you climb up a ladder
An
you've never
iron?
seen before, or would you tackle a ladder you've never seen before?
Well, having the fact that lifting it didn't do anything, I'm gonna assume tackling it doesn't do shit, so I'm gonna climb it up. Oh. Well, ain't that something?
Pressed through it.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh
Oh
An
no!
iron ladder.
Oh no!
30 seconds.
Oh, no.
Well, yeah. Well, actually,
Oh.
yeah, that would work.
Ah, fuck it. Tackle it.
Because then after
Ready?
this, you have just one thing to do.
Oh. Did I win, basically? Oh, nice.
Almost.
Okay.
Whoa!
You did.
Did I beat this room better
Somnium
than you
is
thought I
awfully
would?
Dangerous.
Yes,
Hey, that door.
definitely.
Okay. That's why I didn't want any hints. So I feel
Arrested
more
me.
I feel more accomplished.
Want to use that 1/6 just in case.
Might as well.
I'm going to open.
What were the hints you were gonna give me?
I was gonna. The first hint was gonna give you need to do 24 actions.
24 actions? Oh,
Yeah.
That wouldn't have actually helped me at all.
Now we know bosses do it. I guess we're just getting this ending tonight.
Not necessarily. We can keep going.
Really?
We could.
Yeah, but I'm tired from that argument.
Oh.
That's...
Well, it's Bose man.
Iba, return to the control room on the 3rd floor.
At once.
We don't actually have any time though, Iva. Didn't you play the game?
Also, how the fuck did you get back here in a timely manner?
Using Iva powers? Uh-huh. Okay.
Renju killed Shoko.
Iba killed Renju.
Iris
What?
killed Renju.
Sajima killed Iris.
Sojima killed Iris.
And Bossa killed the Sajiro.
Looks like we have a chain gang murder.
Sajima, sorry. But who killed Boss?
What the hell is going on?
A lot of pranks. You've been pranked. Oh my gosh. She's going after Hitomi next. Oh my gosh. Wait, she already did kind of go after
Tate,
Hitomi.
what are you doing? 6 minutes are up.
Wait! Hitomi is...
Date, you can't go any longer.
Are we gonna
Doors
play as
shut
boss? Are we gonna become boss?
No!
Let's become boss.
Pouty face.
Wahey.
So, that's interesting. It seems we seem to have a daisy chain situation going on here.
For the love of life.
I wonder how that happened.
They'll never explain it.
They'll never explain. It's not like they already explained how someone could switch bodies or something.
Wow.
Although I was waiting to get to this point because this explains so fucking much. So
To like talk about the.
yeah, to talk about timeline of events.
I took a look around your head.
Are you saying? So did I? Were you not expecting me to come up with the body switching thing so quickly?
Yeah, I wasn't.
Question?
Well, I wasn't expecting you to go. I didn't think the body. I didn't remember that the body switching thing happened in this bad timeline. Well, not in the bad timeline. It was in the Oda timeline, I think it was. I wasn't expecting it to appear there. I thought it appeared in the true ending timeline, behind like locks. So you had to unlock that information.
So you weren't expecting me to figure it out so quickly.
Yeah,
I
no.
discovered something.
Do I get kudos for that?
You do get kudos because it's so funny because you have to think. So whoever the fuck is in boss right now, right? They were originally in Renju at the very beginning of the game. Then they inhabited in the bad ending where you cure Mizuki. They end up inhabiting Iris, killing Renju. And then, of course, you
Something
could have
about the
that
new Cyclops
timeline
serial killers.
where she's put in a slight coma because of what happens, and then Oda saves her.
Apart from Ota, there are 4 victims. Shoko Nadami, Renju Oki, Iris Sagan, and So Sejima. Who was responsible for these? Shoko was stabbed by Renju with an ice pick. Renju was strangled to death by Iris. So cut open Iris's body, but who shot?
Who shot So?
It was you. In other words, all of these murders were committed by different people. There wasn't just one. That's how it looks on the spot. That's not the truth. There's only one culprit. One, and that person.
Who's the culprit?
Well, by technicality, I mean...
It's you.
Yes. The person in front of me right now.
You're blaming the commander of Abyss for this?
No, not Boss. The person inside Boss's head.
Can you at least try to make sense?
Alright, I'll explain. You know about the abandoned chemical plant in Kawasaki? There's a prototype sync machine there.
Also,
You use
isn't
that
it funny
device
how
to
we're
swap
kind of
around
using the
bodies one by
morphogenetic
one.
field to get information from other timelines, yet it's not specifically stated to be the morphogenetic field?
Kinda.
I really hope they bring it back
In other
some
words,
capacity
the
in NI.
entire egg mind.
I don't know where it started, but at some point, you got into Shoko's brain. Then, you got into Renju's.
Yeah, it's also interesting
rid of Shoko's
to
body.
think that, okay, so they were in Shoko, and
After
then they were in
Renju was
someone
Iris.
else beforehand.
You strangled Renju. After that, into So. Who you used to kill Iris and Ota at the cold storage warehouse.
Also, that would mean,
Now,
like...
You're
what
in
is
Boss's
it? That
body.
means the boss's head, or boss's personality, is in the dead So, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Inside her head.
I see. If you know that much, then I have nothing left to hide. Yes, I am the culprit behind the new Cyclops killings. I guess you can call me the new Cyclops.
Who the hell are you?
Who the hell are you?
Saito. Saito Sejima. Congressman Sejima's son.
What?
Yeah,
I
because
researched
they
Saito
figured we'd
thoroughly.
already know
Yeah.
about this,
But
so...
I cannot
yeah.
find any images of him on the internet.
I
Because
wonder why.
during this timeline, is this the same one where we interrogated 89 and they escaped?
No. The only one where 89 escapes is the only one where 89 escapes is the true ending.
Right.
He is listed on the family register, but I cannot find any photographs.
Uh-huh.
That was me.
Oh yeah.
You imitate her well. From the way you talked and your body language, it was like the real Iris. Earlier, too, you almost had me fooled. Your imitation of Boss was perfect.
Yes, there's a reason for that. Let me define some terms first. A person's memory and sense of self. Let's call that personality. It isn't quite the right word, but it'll suffice. Now, transferring that personality into someone else's brain,
Now, Saito, what does it feel like to have boobs and vagini now?
let's call that
Specifically big boobs
parasitism.
and luscious
Biggie-
lips.
Biggie vagoonies.
The one transferring is the
Humongous
parasite.
humga
The one being
lunga
transferred
lunga
into
lungus.
is the host. Are you with me so Moving on. Even after the personality exchange is complete, the host's memory isn't completely lost. About 1% remains in the brain. So, a parasite could use that 1% to imitate the language and behavior of the host. That's how I knew about the warehouse and Sunfish Pocket, by the way. Thanks to Renju and Iris's remaining memories.
It was inside Iris.
I'm telling you, it was me.
Oh yeah, also
Why are
we
you
get
making me
these
repeat
like
myself?
interesting crazy animations.
That means the Somnium I entered on Sunday.
That's right. It was me.
Is that the one with the Kissy Sojima?
Yeah, Kissy Sojima and the original killings. So in the Oda ending.
What's
Actually, I
going
think
on
it's
here?
also in the Mizuki ending as well. In both the Oda and Mizuki ending,
Before I do,
she does.
something I wanna hear
Saito
from
doesn't
you.
get to complete the killings. It just stops at Iris. So Iris
did
ends
you
up
know
becoming
about the
Saito for the
prototype
rest of
sync
their
machine?
life, unless till they start killing again.
In which one?
In the Mizuki and the Oda ones, but here in this one, the bad ending, they have completed their goal. They have destroyed basically everyone who stands in their way.
And not only that, you also seem to know what the sync machine is truly capable of. Why
Morphogenetic
is that?
fields, baby.
That's-
Regaining your memories, are you?
Or
Human
that.
memory is fractal. If you retain
Or
even
that.
a single piece of it, it's
I guess that makes
possible to
sense.
recreate the whole thing.
I mean-
Pieces of memories are like roots that grow into every corner of the
Yeah,
brain.
I guess
gradually,
Falco would have known
slowly,
about it
taking
since he
its
had to
time.
have had his personality
Yeah.
swapped into Saito anyway. So
Yeah.
I imagine the same thing is happening in your brain right now.
A fractal is a figure with self-similarity. Allow me to explain. See this? Whichever fragment you cut, you will see a similar shape. The whole is made up of its similar parts. This is called a fractal figure. Memories in the brain are
infinity.
similar. That is what he is
The
explaining.
golden treasure as
He is
well.
claiming that from a few pieces, you can rebuild the memory.
Is that right? No, that's not it.
oh, now they're nope. That's
Parallel
not it.
worlds exist.
See, I love it because
Fine. I
Uchikoshi's
still have
like,
time.
morphogenetic
Time?
fields are back,
You'll see.
baby.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily, but they
So,
may be back.
Where do you want me to start?
Okay, start with my toes, and then just work your way
Yeah.
up. What
Alright,
are you
day
doing?
one.
Day one.
Like you guessed, my personality was in Shoko, Renju's ex-wife.
So who's been in 89 this whole time?
Who's been 89? That is a... Oh, you know what? That is a great question. Who is 89? Then? Because he's still around, ain't he?
That made calling Renju easy.
Are you saying that as in like
I'm
you
saying
do
that
know
as
the
in-
answer?
I do
or
know
you
the
don't know?
answer. I 100% know the answer. Who is in 89 right now?
I need to talk to you about something. He came over without question.
Are you talking about right now or earlier? The whole game?
The whole game. Because
I think it was around
thinking about it,
4 p.m.?
because Falco is in Saito's body. Saito is morbing around all these bodies, but or at least in the good timeline, only in Shoko and Renju's.
So,
but
from my
who's in
understanding, okay.
89?
So let me try and do some math here.
Mm-hmm.
Saito Sejima
Yes.
was born
Yes.
as Date's body.
Yes.
At some point, the original memory, the original consciousness of Date was 89, right? That's what I'm led to believe.
Yes, was Falco.
So Falco, the number 89 body
Mhm.
was Date's original body.
Yes.
At some point,
They
six
swapped.
6 years ago, 89 in his original body swapped with Date's original body, and now we had, Date's in the Sejima body. Falco is Saito. I'm just gonna call him Saito because Falco is not his real name. It'll just be easier to say Saito. Okay, we had Saito's body was Date's current body, and Date's body was then inhabited by Saito at some point.
Yes.
But we never had another exchange. We've just been the Date. We guess our name might have just been Falco originally.
We only were known as Falco. We
was
had a
Falco.
name before when we were just a detective, but that
Either
name's
way-
been forgotten.
Either way, who we are now is Date anyway, our whole new set of
Yes.
things. But that inquisitive detective, a lot of those personality traits did carry over to Date.
Oh yes.
So Date is living in Sejima's original body, but he is his own person. He's Date.
Yes.
At some point-
It is Date's personality in Sojima's body.
At some point,
Mm-hmm.
that 89 transferred into 89, who is Saito in the original Date body,
Mm-hmm.
transferred into Renju.
Yes.
So
Well, no,
Ba-
they
and
transferred
that-
into Shoko.
they transferred into Shoko.
Maybe.
they?
Well, no, because 89 couldn't
they
have,
didn't.
because they were in jail this whole time. So Saito was outside of jail in a body, then switched to Shoko.
Right.
So someone else was inhabiting Date's original body this whole time that Falco was in jail, which I'm assuming started at the shooting of Hitomi way back when.
it's a fucking Rohan.
What, you're saying a psychotic killer inhabits the body of a perfectly normal detective, while another psychotic killer gets to go off scot-free, waiting for years and years for his plan of revenge to take fold?
So, okay, because we keep throwing around the words "fucking Falco" and all this, and I want you to stop using it because I'm trying to keep it consistent.
So 89 Saito Date.
Okay. 89. 80. Okay, we had Saito and Date. We're not going to use the word Falco because Falco, what I'm just going to say, is Date.
Okay.
Right? Because that's the person that was known as Falco was Date.
Turned into Date, yes.
Turned into Date. So I'm just going to say Falco is Date.
Right.
Okay. The very first swap, it was Date and Saito.
Yes.
Saito, then, who got upset about the idea of trying to shoot her or something, eventually he swaps after getting I don't know, framed or something. He swaps with Rohan, and now Rohan is stuck in the original Date body. Well, I'm just assuming that it's Rohan. Let's just pretend.
Okay.
So, whoever he swapped with went in there, and after he did, wait, yeah, I guess so. And then after he did that, whoever he is, I'm just gonna say Rohan just for the sake of it right now. But whoever he was, then he swapped with Shoko, and then killed Shoko. So whoever was in Shoko at that point would have been
Well, Shoko was just
No.
Shoko.
right. Because right now, Saito's saying that their personality got into Shoko at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm missing the only data I'm missing is when. I guessed the very moment they talked about the fact that you could swap personalities. That's
Well, here's
the
the
moment.
thing. You
figured out,
technically
alright, let's
do
swap.
have that data point.
I'm trying to figure it out right here because this is fun.
What if I told you not who, but when it happened?
When they became
if I-
Shoko?
What if I told you that Saito became Shoko 1 year ago?
Okay.
Is there anything you can think of?
Well, 1 year ago, Rohan, quote unquote, jumped off a thing. So that means a year ago, Rohan became Shoko.
Saito in
Saito
Rohan's
became-
body became
Saito in Rohan's body became Shoko, and Saito was Shoko for like a whole fucking year.
Shoko. Yep.
Then Shoko then transfers into Renju. Renju kills Shoko, and then it's been linear since there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. That's a pretty linear timeline. Saito jumped from original Saito to Date, but didn't kill Date for some reason. I don't know why he left Date alive, which is still something I don't have a detail for.
It's weird. So it seems to be Date, Saito, and Rohan are the players, but the actual, like, when those three did the whole, three-man tango of shuffling seems to be a bit muddled because we don't have enough information on that end. All we know is that in the end, Saito ended up in Rohan's body, Rohan ended up in Date's body, and Date ended up in Saito's body.
Yeah. So they did a three-way switch, but as for why the fuck Date wasn't killed, because it seems like every time that this, and actually why Rohan wasn't killed, we still don't understand why Saito left them alive. Maybe they were just still trying to figure out how to accomplish it. But in terms of just trying to follow Saito's journey specifically, Saito jumped into Saito jumped into Date, and then from there jumped into Rohan, from there jumped into Shoko, to Renju, and then we've seen it from there. Linear Saito storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Starting it, and then Saito was killing for Sejima at fucking at 12 years old. Okay. As for why Saito did not kill Rohan and Date's consciousnesses, who are still around, I do not yet know, because I don't know what his motivation for not killing them is, considering that every time he swaps, he seems to kill the previous person, right?
Yeah.
To like hide it. So I'm wondering why he didn't do that with Rohan and that.
Well, remember, this was 6 years ago. So, and he has been inhabiting Rohan's body since that swap 6 years ago, up until about a year ago when he finally switched to Shoko. But
Correct.
even then, he remained Shoko for a year. So he was probably waiting for things to, be in the right place at the right time.
So I'm assuming he did at some point want to find a great opportunity to kill us again, but he just didn't have the right time.
Maybe not us specifically.
Well, again, that motivation is still not clear to me because I haven't heard it yet. But
True, like what our connection is with these two.
yeah.
I had him meet me at the chemical plant.
Obviously, I know that the original connection between OG Date and Saito was that he was a passionate detective and he found Saito.
Right.
I made Renju go to sleep.
So that was the initial connection he had. He was just a detective who got caught up in it.
Yeah.
Synced. Switched personalities. And then stabbed Shoko's discarded body with an ice pick.
I think this is honestly this way, like this storyline, the mind switching thing, like using a physical device and all that, is a way stronger, way tighter story than what was trying to be done in Zero Escape. Because as much as
swapping consciousnesses.
I love the morphogenic field and shit, especially in the first two versions of it, but it led to way too many like mystical variables that weren't very controllable, and obviously because it wasn't controllable, it spiraled, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is this has a very strict logic to it. That it has a very one-to-one. It doesn't have a lot of like. We're not necessarily like the moving through timelines thing. It's like even still, it's explained through the memories. It has a sense of like stickingness to a very like technological like grounding that I think makes it stronger, like at least more tightly written, because the morphogenetic field can lead to a lot of nonsense if you want it to. But this, like, even though it's fantastic, it's also a fantastical idea. It makes more sense and is easier to follow logically.
Right.
This whole like reveal here reminds me a lot of the VLR reveal of like, all right, we got to do a logic of where the fuck Sigma's brain is at different points in time. However, that all relies on a whole bunch of external factors, like you got to be in stress and you got to do like time loops and stuff. This I think is pulling off the same effect with much more responsibility. I still love the Zero Escape ideas, but this I gotta say, this is a much more smarter and future-proof way of handling it. So I'm impressed. I like it.
I took Shoko to Bloom Park by car, using the old abandoned subway line. Must have been around 8 p.m. by the time I was finished. I tied up Shoko to one of the merry-go-round horses. After that, I used Renju's phone to send a Nile message to Mizuki.
Mizuki Daddy got caught up in something serious.
Right, this is the message.
Then, I just waited for Mizuki to arrive.
Uh-huh.
Until next Saturday evening, my personality was inside Renju. My next target was Iris. I knew she would be suspicious if I asked her to come to Kawasaki, so I asked her to come to Sunfish Pocket first. I called her a little before 5 p.m., and she arrived just after 6. I greeted her, then convinced her to come with me. That's when Ota saw us. Anyway, I put her in the car, then headed to the chemical plant. On the way, I made her take a sleeping pill. I knew she might run once she saw where we were going. It was around 7 p.m. when I got there, and I wasted no time switching bodies. After getting Iris's body, I used a rolled-up apron to strangle Renju to death.
A rolled-up apron?
I mean, you don't need much to strangle.
Oh. Oh, sorry. Apron, okay. My brain thought she meant rolling pin. I'm like, rolling pins don't twist like that.
Then I put his body in an empty oil drum I
You
prepared
could,
earlier.
but you wouldn't wrap it around someone.
I put that in the
You
trunk
probably
of the
just
car,
crushed their
then
windpipe.
headed to Sunfish Pocket.
Does that mean the Iris that we interrogated who sent the message to Oda?
Yep, that was. We even
That
had
was
a
Saito.
scene where she explained it just a few minutes ago.
Right. I'm just saying, I'm making sure this is the same timeline.
Yeah, in this timeline, if we don't do the, if we go down.
Yeah, this makes sense why Iris was
Yeah.
acting so fucking suspicious.
But then, something I didn't anticipate happened.
Yeah, that means that even in the that means that when in the Mizuki timeline, with like when Oda hit me with a pail or whatever, and Iris did like
was,
that. Iris took the weird. Iris like
took the knife out of her hand.
took the
yeah.
knife. That was Saito.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Waiting for the signal in Akiba.
That's why she
someone
was
knocked
acting so
on
Also,
fucking
I
surreal.
think
car.
specifically down the Mizuki and Oda endings,
Yeah.
Saito couldn't become Sojima because of, the outside influences. So
So she was
This-
stuck
thi-
in Iris.
no. This is I think this is an untold detail that you have to sort of like infer. He goes into Oda, because remember in the Oda version of events, or in the Mizuki or Oda version of events, Iris still has her eye out. However, Oda saves her, quote unquote.
Uh-huh.
Meaning, Saito transferred into Oda, saved her, quote unquote, and then eventually somehow killed So in both those endings. Both the Mizuki, well, not the Mizuki ending, but in at least the Oda ending.
So you're saying the Oda ending,
Yep, Oda is Saito, which kind of makes that ending really even sadder.
Yeah.
That's not even her son.
He asked me something about being able to drive. He was surprised, to say the least. I didn't have time to waste on him, but I couldn't risk him finding the oil drum in the trunk.
I'm really excited to watch Joseph Anderson play this.
Oh, he's gonna flip.
I know you want me to watch, Hugby's Andrew.
Yeah.
You want me to watch him play it, but I like the guy, but I don't. I mean, he's just kind of fine. I like him sometimes on the official podcast, but I don't like care that much about him. You know, it's fine. Like he's cool, but like I'm much more interested in hearing something like someone like Joseph Anderson talk about it, because he's way more.
Hold on. Speaking of Joseph Anderson, I gotta check something real quick.
What?
I gotta see if they played it.
Or are you talking about Keith
Nope.
and Keith Ballard?
Yep,
Or...
I need to see.
I gave up on Keith Ballard and his Andrew.
I figured.
I can't do it. His Andrew's too much for me.
Huh.
Did they?
Well, no, they didn't. But also, thank you, Spike Chunsoft, for giving me one of the best bits of information I think I could have ever asked for.
What?
Kagami's in the sequel. He's
Ah.
been upgraded to a main secondary character. Hell yes.
Happy for him. Happy for
I'm
Kagami.
happy for him.
That's a spoiler I'm glad I learned about, actually. But yeah, like I was saying, I obviously really respect Joseph Anderson's critical opinions. So I think he's gonna love this game.
Oh yeah.
I think he's also gonna, similarly to me, say that this is a stronger story.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Have you finished his ZTD runs?
Yes, I did, and I thought
You watched his whole ZTD playthrough?
I loved him.
It wasn't great. It was it was the right way for me to experience it.
Yeah, definitely.
He had a fucking blast, and I had a blast too.
Yeah, I feel like for ZTD specifically, I feel like you definitely need to go into it with a more fun-having kind of.
You need to go into an attitude where you're like, all right, this is definitely.
I went into it.
Let's just enjoy the chaos.
I went into it serious, but could never really get into the chaos because I was young and stupid 16-year-old,
Right.
so I couldn't really see
It
the
was
fun
more
in it.
upsetting.
But now I can definitely go back. Unfortunately, I can't go back to it.
Right.
And now realize the funny potential unless it's through someone else. With Joseph Anderson, I could definitely see the funny.
It's like,
excuse me.
At some point, you're like, what else can I do? If I try to take this seriously, I'm just gonna get upset.
Exactly.
But here, so far, I can take all of this seriously.
Oh yeah, you can take it seriously
Except
and
the
then still
porno
enjoy
mags.
the.
But still,
What's wrong with the porno mags? The porno mags are
just-
great. I just hope.
it's just a lowbrow joke. It rolls my eyes. But either way, what?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
I just.
They pull it one too many
Here's the
times.
thing. I just hope with Mizuki being the main character of the sequel, I just hope somehow they incorporate stupid jokes like the porno mag back.
She's the main character of the sequel?
Yeah, she's the main character.
Interesting. Well, don't tell me anything else. Now you're giving me too many details again. I don't want to know.
You don't want
Plus,
to learn about Kagami?
If word got around that Renji's car was
the thing is,
spotted
some of these
driving
things,
around
again, would be
Akiba,
nice to just see and discover, you know?
that would foil my plans.
If word got around that Renji's car was spotted, yeah, that'd foil my plans, and then this whole setup happened.
So, I came up with a lie. I told him that I didn't have a license, so he had to keep it a secret.
That thing.
Yeah, that thing.
That's what that thing referred to in Ota's Nile messages, by the way.
Fucking Oda was protecting Saito that whole time. What? It's even
weird.
more of a bitch.
Well, here's the thing. He didn't
And
know.
just
I
like
know.
that, I managed
But I like
to
making
escape
fun
a
of him.
bad situation and headed to Sunfish Pocket as planned. The rest went exactly as you already figured out.
Renji boy.
Day 3.
Sunday morning, I had a recording or some such thing scheduled. Oh, I am, of course, referring to Iris. I didn't want to draw suspicion, so I decided to attend, as planned. I went to Lemniscate and performed my job, and when I left, I ran into you, Date. To be honest, I was a little surprised. Just the previous night, I was a parasite in the body of Renju.
Yeah, it must be weird having to
I
constantly
didn't
swap
think Ota
bodies.
had seen me. So, of course, I didn't expect to see you there so soon.
Well, Saito, now that we're in this position, would you like to go into a different position with me in the back room?
Shit. Oh, shit.
You were on to me, but there was nothing I could do about that. If I ran, it would only increase your suspicion. So I decided to play my role. The interrogation began around 8:20 p.m., is that right?
The various degrees of surreal and weird it would be if Saito and Date started fucking right now. Saito would be fucking their original self.
Yeah, it's weird because Date would be fucking the boss's body, but it's Saito inhabiting it, so it's just Saito's personality. Saito would be fucking his body.
Saito would be fucking himself, basically, because it's his own body.
I mean, if you
His
want a more
actual real
logistical
one.
way to do it,
That's
then
pretty
again,
hilarious.
Maybe if this kind of technology actually existed, maybe that'd be a new kind of like sex play where you and your partner swap bodies for a session.
Oh, that's already a fetish. That people have made lots of fanfics about that kind of thing.
Well,
So
I mean,
I can now
real
imagine.
life acting.
Well, that means automatically I'm already assuming that if I was to go look up fanfic.net for like AI the Somnium files, guaranteed that's the type of story someone's written.
Oh yeah, someone's like, well, Iris, you are in the adult boss body, so I guess it would be
Oh my
okay.
god.
I just made that shit up, by the way. I have no
Then
idea
you
if that
synced
actually...
into
It
my
probably
mind.
does exist. I don't even have to think if it does. It probably is.
I mean,
Oh,
how well AI sold pretty well, didn't it?
Oh yeah, it sold well. I will say, though, only if I remember funny, because Andrew, funnily enough, played it a few months after, into 2020. He started playing it. And he said, there, funnily enough, in one of his third stream, which I assume was around February-ish, he said apparently there wasn't that much porn of the game. So I'm assuming that's been fixed.
It hasn't.
I would be surprised. I mean, even if there was, I still wouldn't care much for it.
Yeah, you said how you feel about that stuff before.
Right.
But you didn't get what you were looking for, did you?
Aw.
As a
mean,
result, you had no
technically
choice
did.
but to release me. I didn't want to go home right away. I knew there might be police waiting for me.
She's on camera right now, so I wonder what well, I wonder what his plan is now.
That would make
Well,
it difficult
how's
to
he gonna
sneak
try
out at
and-
night.
He's probably just gonna plan to
And that would put my plan in
seppuku.
jeopardy. So I asked you to take me to Marble. I tried to find an opportunity to run, but then another unexpected event occurred. I got a Nile message from Ota. I knew I could use him, so I told him I needed his help and to meet me at Marble. He did as I instructed him to do. After that, I got into the van with Ota, but because his presence was unnecessary, I asked him to stop at a convenience store to buy me something to drink. When he was gone, I took his car and drove to my parents' house where I used to live. Yes, the Sejima residence. Of course, I knew I couldn't just walk up and ring the doorbell. Hello, Father, it's been a long time. I was also in Iris's body at the time. But I thought I could use that to my advantage. So I pushed on the intercom and sure enough, my dad invited me inside. I told him this: I want you to come with me. there's something I need to show you. He was quiet for a while, but eventually agreed and got into the van with
Which
me.
is weird. I mean, I know
We
that's
arrived at the
technically
prototype
his
sync machine
illegitimate
around
child,
11:50
but like,
p.m.
Kind of.
it's like, oh, my daughter, my illegitimate child that I thought was dead this whole time.
Oh my
suddenly
god, my
asking-
son is inside my daughter.
What? Oh yeah, that'd be weird too. That would be
By the
weird
time
too.
I was in the body of Sojima,
fucking Iris
it
with
was a new
Saito and
day.
Iris. Ugh. That's all kinds of fucked up.
What a fucked up
And then
world. we're living
Date is in So's body.
Oh gosh.
'Cause, you know, you gotta make it.
This was
weird.
yesterday, early Monday morning, past midnight. In my new body, I drugged Iris, put her in the van, and drove to a new location, Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. I arrived around 1, then prepared for the show for a couple hours. Of course, when
Oh
I say
no!
show,
Hold on, I fucking
I
got
mean
it
dismembering
wrong.
Iris. Because of the temperature in the warehouse, it took longer
God
than I
damn it.
expected to prepare, but... Well, you saw it in the video. Of course, I didn't anticipate Ota would show up. What does that make it? 3 times that brat has showed up unexpectedly?
I know, he's a nuisance. Trust me.
That annoyed me to no end. And I took that out on him. Dressing him up in the polar bear was an impromptu plan on my part. I didn't mean to make you think he was the killer. I just wanted to throw a wrench into the investigation. Didn't matter if you found out or not. This all happened Monday morning. I left the warehouse around 3:30 a.m.
And this is all because Sejima's a fucking bastard parent.
Oh yeah, because he. Well, no, it's
There
because
isn't much
Saito's
to
a
talk about
bastard
on Monday.
baby.
Well,
Because think about it, Saito killed his own mother.
yeah.
No, not his mother. The woman that Sejima was seeing.
Well, it's true because okay, you know, at the end of this is an interesting, fascinating thing because there are some people that are born, you know, with dysfunctional chemical responses, like how
Yeah.
the fact that like Saito can't feel love and stuff. Obviously there are some things that Saito will be predisposed to doing because it just would fit into their way of thinking. However, there's always a possibility that and reform programs that could have helped Saito. Like if Sejima gave even half a fucking shit about his son, there were many opportunities that could have like maybe in many timelines Saito would have always ended up taking a bad path in life, but
Yeah.
that's not you don't usually give up hope on people, especially if they're your family. You never know if what sequences of events could lead Saito, even if dysfunctional, to at least living at the very minimum a legal life in the world where they live honestly, even if they have trouble with relationships. They could have taken a path that didn't turn them into a murderer.
Instead, Sejima was just like, okay, fine, my son, you can kill people.
Sejima is a bastard as well, so there was no fucking way that Saito probably there's no way Saito wouldn't end up this way with someone like Sejima enabling every activity.
If he had just called him So Junior, everything would have turned out fine.
Before noon, I used my
would've
old
had
man's
Halsey,
body to
but,
call
like,
this one.
At least that would have been better than, not being able to
Boss.
register love.
You might not know this, but she and my father go back about 6 years.
Of
The
fucking
two shared
course.
a terrible secret.
Olin, but there isn't much to talk about before I use my old man's body to call this one. But she and my father go back. Oh, did Boss and Sejima fuck?
Hinting at that was enough to get the boss to come running to me immediately. I injected her with a sedative.
Wait a minute. The two shared a terrible secret.
Yeah,
So,
something about...
Sejima, maybe they fucked, or maybe this is a different kind of secret.
It's a different secret. No.
Sejima,
You
Sejima.
think the boss just
Would fuck
sleeps
Sejima? I
around
don't
with
know.
anyone?
No,
She doesn't...
the
It's
boss
the
is cool.
boss. The boss is the boss.
Either way, Sejima had a secret that that
They both knew
that
about.
that she had that Sejima had held over Boss, so Boss had to come over and then rip.
Then brought her body to the chemical plant. I synced with her, exchanged our bodies. And after blowing my father's brains out, I cut his body into pieces. I stuffed the meat into a vase I'd brought earlier, then drove back to my house.
What? Well, technically, she said after blowing my father's brains out, you already did that when you killed Iris. Because Sejima was in Iris when Saito...
She's just talking about the body.
The body, yeah.
The actual brain, father's brain. So what's the plan? What was the plan here?
Let's find out. Now, are we going to get to an ending from this?
Yeah, this is
and then we don't have to keep ping-ponging, then it's just a linear,
No, then
right?
we can just linear it, but I think
All
we'll
right.
have to save that.
We'll call it when we're done with this ending.
Yeah,
How
with
about
this
that?
ending, and then we'll save the big finale.
Yay!
So...
Why did you take out your victim's eyes, huh? Just to imitate?
You know all about the prototype sync machine, don't you? That should explain it.
I knew the prototype differed from the one at Abyss in a few key ways. The machine at Abyss is more sophisticated. Nano cables son, from the sync gear entered through the gap between the eyeball and the socket.
But the other one just takes it.
Then they travel down the optic nerve cable. But the prototype sync machine isn't so advanced. To perform a sync, you need to remove the left eye. Manually. The subject and the syncer have to remove their eye from the socket. Otherwise, the cables cannot enter the brain. Of course, even with the eye removed, severing the connection to the brain isn't necessary. The extracted eyeball still has the optic nerve and blood vessels connected. After a sync, the eye is supposed to be replaced back in the socket, which, just thinking about that, is just... Side effects are rare unless the nerve or blood vessels are damaged. Replacing the eyeball isn't difficult, which I know that's a thing because...
Yep.
I've seen a video of it. It is disgusting.
I can keep asking about this?
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
Of course, I don't really care about eyes. I don't need them.
But it's nice to make it look
Rohan
like...
had a weird
All I
fetish.
cared about was exchanging bodies with the sync. And for that, I needed to remove the left eye.
And it was just very convenient for him that it made it look like the previous killings.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just put the eyes back when you were done?
That's obvious. Once I was finished transferring into a new body, the old one was of no concern to me. Why would I bother replacing the eye? I was just going to get rid of it anyway.
I mean, he did go as far as to... Well,
Where are the eyeballs?
where are they?
I ate them. Yummy.
Shoko's is in Renju. Renju's is in Iris.
I guess he did eat them.
He ate them, which is...
Iris's is in Dad.
Sure, okay, you know, Rohan just wanted to fap to them, but
Dad's
like,
is
okay,
in Boss.
fine.
Their stomachs, I mean.
I was making a joke when I said I ate them, but that's funny.
You sick
I mean,
bastard.
you gotta
Well,
remember,
it's not
like,
funny, but
you
still.
remember back in
Yes.
the
I ate them.
Oda, okay, creepy, the Oda ending that, that we've discovered that Shoko's eye was inside Renju's stomach. Also, there's just something
the
about...
animation of Boss going from sitting in the chair to this, like, all right, you are
Craze.
going to play a noise. See if the animatronic responds.
Yeah,
Immediately after
it's
exchanging
weird. It's just like,
personalities.
for some reason, I don't know why, but Boss with, like, a lot of the characters have had, like, wide-eye expression, but Boss in particular, I don't know if it's just because of the way the, like, the actual, like, eye, like, the sides of the eyes look, with how, like, pointy they are, but it just looks kind of...
How horrible.
Unnatural.
What's your motive?
Homicide is my hobby. I have a tenacity for it. What can I say? Of course, it was also necessary to make sure people kept their mouths shut. If I took over someone's body, they would know about my crimes. I couldn't risk them reporting me, so I killed them. It was also a matter of revenge. Against you. It's personal. That's why I chose people close to you as targets.
Uh-huh.
Well, except for my father, of course. That was personal to me, but don't ask. It's embarrassing.
What, Daddy didn't let you buy a
This
Subaru?
series of murders was like a journey for me. You know, traveling through bodies to finally reach the end. That's the thing about traveling. You always wind up in the same place, don't you? Where do you think that is? Your home. A trip is only complete once you return home. The same goes for me. When I return home, my travels will come to an end. So I'll be needing it back.
I
body.
hope Pewter is just sitting in
What?
the room with a loaded Tommy gun, just like pointed right at her, you know?
You stole my body. You took it from me 6 years ago. That's why I want revenge.
What are you talking about?
You have no idea what it was like inside my own head. I miss it. I miss my brain, Date. No matter how many people I killed, it never worked.
Your brain is currently at Big MT in Fallout New
Also,
Vegas.
that would make sense, right? Because he only in Saito's brain only got pleasure from killing, but when he transferred into into the either Rohan or Date's brain, he didn't get dopamine from killing anymore, and it drove him insane.
But meanwhile, Date over here is capable of feeling love.
You do remember he's taking medication.
I guess so.
He's taking medication to stimulate those, it's not it hasn't been said along this
Well,
track.
I don't know why I did that, but
yeah,
Okay.
like, you notice how the entire game that Iba's and, like, Boss have made reference, like,
yes, I
about
am
the
taking
medication. That's to make sure your cytosamine levels are intact.
Uh-huh.
Because your brain, the brain you are inhibiting right now, doesn't have those, like, receptors active.
Uh-huh.
So you constantly have to be taking medication. Otherwise,
never
you'd
felt
probably go
happy.
insane.
I feel miserable.
Well, if Sejima only did that to you, Saito, as a kid, maybe you wouldn't be so miserable.
You mean?
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly
Oxytocin,
secrete
that's it.
oxytocin.
That's why he takes the pills.
Oh, that's right. My old body. How are you finding it, Date?
I mean, I have jacked off so many times.
That's what I've been telling you!
Oh yeah, I'm very familiar with your
I
penis,
am
Saito.
very familiar.
I don't have the same oxytocin deficiency you did.
That is because I regularly supplement it. They must have increased your dosage too much.
No, but the person who had this disorder was number 89, the original Cyclops killer.
That is what I believed as well, but we must have misunderstood. Pewter did not specify who exactly was imprisoned, only that one of the original culprits responsible was currently in prison.
Yeah.
That's strange. That would mean number 89 is the previous chairman, Rohan.
That must be it. Rohan is a parasite inside number 89's brain. Pewter must have known that.
No way.
I didn't understand any of it.
Any of it.
Let us determine the specifics using Saito as our starting point. Whose brain was he in before Boss?
So Sejima,
And before So?
Iris. And before that, Renju. And before that, Shoko.
And before Shoko?
Rohan.
I was a parasite inside Rohan's brain 6 years ago until last year. I'd lost most of my memories. I was a shell of a man. They housed me in a special hospital, but I still had those fragments of my mind left, just as I explained earlier. From a single piece, you can recreate the whole. I took my time, slowly regaining my memories. 1 year ago, I remembered everything.
Okay, that answers my questions about the motivation.
I left the hospital and immediately sought out Shoko Nadami. I got her body, and she was in Rohan's. When she saw herself in the mirror, she lost her mind. She was confused, panicking, running up the emergency staircase, and then...
That's why Rohan committed suicide.
After that, I spent a year perfecting my plan, using Shoko's body. I spied on you all this time. That's why I know everything about you.
Because we were friends with Shoko.
Yeah, with Shoko and Renju, you know.
In that body you are operating right.
Who were you before
Now,
Rohan?
my personality lived there.
Wait, hold on. If what you're saying is true, what about my personality?
It was in Rohan.
Yep.
I'm not Rohan!
Correct. It is just as he explained earlier. Number 89 was in Rohan's body. In other words.
So, at some point, you and Rohan switched, then you and Saito switched.
Uh-huh.
So basically,
Am I real?
yeah, you are 89.
That's what I was saying. It's just a slightly different order than what I said, but it's the same concept.
Well, yeah, well,
The
it was
same
also
idea.
an extra step of you and Rohan switched before you and Saito switched.
Right. But it regardless of the order, it was still the same sequence of events. Kind of. Yeah, basically. Same goal, same accomplishment.
Technically, you did kiss Hitomi.
Yeah.
So that thing that Date said in the Somnium...
Sorry, but time's up. I want my body back. It's quite simple. Sync with me and stay inside my mind for more than 6 minutes.
And if I refuse?
I know that you won't. I know it.
Huh?
Well,
Because you're a horny bastard and you want my
Date,
buzz.
look! This is streaming live!
oh.
Oh.
Damn you!
If you give me back my body, I will give you the location.
It's the Dark Knight.
Basically.
Of course, it isn't the chemical plant in the Kawasaki district.
Damn it.
Iva, where's the source?
It is being routed through numerous IPs.
God damn it.
God damn it,
Nord,
Nord
Express,
Shark.
Express Nord
PN.
Shark.
I cannot identify the source.
Computer, contact headquarters, now!
Express Nord Shark.
Got it!
No, it's an Express Shark
Now.
Nord.
What will you do? Will you agree to my request?
Does this give me 2 endings?
No, it's just one is a bad, one is like fail state, one is obvious yes.
I mean, I imagine I won't do it immediately gives me a fail state.
Yeah, it immediately gives
So
you
I
fail.
have to do
You
it.
have to do it.
Date!
See, I knew you wouldn't refuse. I know you well. Don't I, Dottie?
Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. Boom, boom, boom.
Well, at least we get to do it in the new machine.
Yeah.
And I mean, hey, if anything, you know, at least you're in Boss's body, so bonus.
Hooray for God's sake.
Hooray for God's sake.
I did it. I did it. I'm back. I got it all back.
Hey, where's Hitomi?
All right. I'll tell you as promised. Boss's house. However, it might be too late by now.
What?
Asshole.
What? I...
Return my body and I'll tell you the location. That's what I said. I didn't lie. I kept my promise.
Also, Date looks so, or
bastard!
Saito looks so fucking
You're
evil
the
now.
one who injured that body. It's your own fault, really.
Damn it.
Be seeing you.
No.
Get fucked.
Get fucked. Hey.
Date, are you alright?
Iva's voice barely resonated. I say it was easy. A
And
heap of broken images.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Sweat was building in my palms. I felt like my throat was closing up and I was struggling for breath. In my ears, the rushing blood of my heartbeat was the only sound.
Everyone's dead.
Shoko, Renju, Iris, Oda, Hitomi.
It must
Buzz.
be weird having an out-of-body experience like this.
Meanwhile, Pewter's like, oh, I'm sorry, I was on my lunch break. What happened?
No, Peter
I
wasn't on
couldn't
the
do
lunch
anything.
break. He's frantically typing on computers like, what the fuck is going on?
Saito had me right where he wanted me. Nothing. Nothing.
Parallel worlds exist.
The words suddenly echo. Couldn't remember who, where, why. I thought that if there was really such a world, and the me in that world, I is another.
Ah, they got that back.
A better future.
You up there, Pewter? Yay.
Hey, your consciousness sank into the black abyss, into the nothingness. Hey! It's just like all those bad
Yay.
endings from Zero Escape. Woo! Woo!
Oh, what are you talking about? This is the only ending.
This is the only ending.
The bad ending? I forget, what's this end? Is this ending labeled just bad ending?
Let's see what it's called.
I don't know. Does Bridget come
Annihilation.
Annihilation route.
Jesus.
You know if it's a bad end if Bridget comes out as trans. That's the only way to tell if something's a bad
Fair,
end.
fair enough, fair enough.
Right, right. Yeah, no,
Though
don't
I
you know?
doubt
You
with
gotta- you
all
gotta
the
trust
all the
you gotta trust the transphobes always know what they're talking about.
Yeah, the transphobes know what they're talking about. Save
I
your
guess I
game.
saved.
To them, the only bad end would be Mizuki talking about how cool LGBT people are.
What a bad ending.
Oh yeah, we did get to that line,
We did.
and that was
Hilarious that
it-
people like
yeah.
are like, how dare they? It's like it's a fucking
like if you really think about it, it's like kind of ham-fisted in there, but it's like it's nice that it exists.
It's funny because it was in the original Japanese translation, so it's like
that's what they always do. They try to claim that it's
Well-
localization.
because the thing is, I can both agree that there are many situations. No, I agree that there are many situations where something can either feel like too corporate and shallow to feel like it's like meaningful, and there's also situations where you like, okay, well maybe you could have written it in a more organic situation, but the scene that it took place in was like exactly the scene where it would take place, and it's not like they were in the middle of something else. They're like, all right, now let me interrupt you to tell you about LGBT people. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, why are we talking about this? It was a situation where they would naturally have a conversation. It's like, yeah, I don't know what this is about as good a place as you can have to have a conversation like that.
It's hilarious. Like, okay, what is the scene actually about then? If they changed it in translation.
yeah,
And it
what
was
is
and it was
about? Is it
also in
about-
character because Date would be like in his 30s, and he's trying to see what the current generation is thinking about the changing of the world, and it's like nothing about that scene felt like
Weird.
ham-fisted to me, because it's like this feels like a normal conversation he would have with Mizuki. Like it's just of all the reasons why it could be weird, none of them were weird. Like, so it's like, yep, that's the right place to have it. So I didn't feel it was ham-fisted at all. So it's hilarious to me to hear that apparently it was a big deal, which is just funny. Anyway, now all we have left is
One
this one.
more ending, but we're gonna do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be fun.